The slave master took Tom and dressed him well and fed him well and even gave him a little education. Gave him a long coat and a top hat and made all the other slaves look up to him. Then he used Tom to control them. The same strategy that was used in those days is used today by the same white man. He take a Negro, so-called Negro, and make him prominent, build him up, publicize him, make him a celebrity, and then he becomes a spokesman for Negroes and a Negro leader.
Snakewood and that hustling. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Well, I'll be D now. Who knew a couple months ago when Snoop was fake complaining about the rainbow activity popping up in the children's content, that this was just a rollout for his own scenario. This is crazy. I could have swore a month ago he acted all shocked, mind blown, because he took his grandchild to a movie and they had a same-sex scenario that he was not expecting to have to explain to such a young child. He spoke about it fairly shortly thereafter. He seemingly retracted his statement, bowed it down, broke it down, apologized to the Rainbow Skittles, and it wasn't what we thought it was. But now, I didn't even know DOGGYLAND existed. But TMZ, I first saw a TMZ report on Instagram saying that he basically was promoting the agenda. They didn't word it like that, but we know what it is. What they had actually said was Snoop Dogg features same-sex couples in children's series DOGGYLAND. So I don't know if, based on what he went through, somebody on his team say, hey, this would be the good way to follow up that scandal, whatever you would like to call it. But we're going to go to the messy sweet spot. I like her personality. If you're not familiar with her, she a pheno with this little vlogging on the gossip side. But yeah, she's speaking on it. And with no further ado, let's see what the keyway Snoop Dogg has been up to.
I know that's right, Snoop. Let me tell y'all, I am a Black American, and I stand with Snoop Dogg on this one. I did not stand with Snoop Dogg on the divisiveness. No. Because gay kids need love too. Trans kids need love too. Trans and gay kids need to see themselves on TV, need to see themselves represented as well. Okay? Yes.
Why is this an American thing so much and not a worldly thing? What race are we running? What are we trying to win? The race that say we can commit to sin? I'm just curious.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, Snoop Dogg is coming out with a cartoonish, and it features same gender loving folks, as it should be. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I didn't see no same sex gender loving.
And you grew up to be okay, didn't you? Why would that be something to change? How did that affect you by not seeing that?
People, you know, I didn't even know gay people exist. I was around 12 or 13.
How was that your business?
You know, from my parents and
as a 10, 9, 8-year-old, if you are not like that, how is that your business that these people exist? Why should that interest you, concern you? Why should you feel the need to be educated about that at an earlier age?
Understanding, they really did never exist, and I was sheltered, you know, and I hated that. I really does. It does no justice for you to shelter.
Did she say I really does? Not instead of I did or do?
A child from reality. Reality is there are gay kids out there, gay trans.
There are a lot of realities in this world that do not find themselves in children's cartoons. A whole lot. That's why they're called children's cartoons. These cartoons are not designed to explore the entirety of adult life whatsoever. That's not what they're designed for.
kids out there, gay couples out there, and they need to be loved and understood too. Because when I was a child, I didn't understand it. And it did make me develop some type of self-hate for myself. Because, yes, I'm a part of the LGBT community too, honey. Okay?
Oh, that's why you going so hard, because you a carpet muncher. You a munch. She going so hard because she a munch. That's why she representing this bunch. I get it now. I didn't have a hunch.
Yes, and yes, as a child, as an LGBTQ child, I would love to have seen myself reflected. I would love to have seen myself as an adult, to see my future.
So now, the agenda, human being designed to come together, opposite, male, female, come together, make other human beings. Now we have a portion amongst us that have an arrested development in that regard. Their development perhaps has been retarded to some extent to where they don't perform properly as humans. And here it is. You want to celebrate this, put this in the mind of our children when they're in their most impressionable stages, and offer this as an alternate or a choice, as confusing as individuals as yourself already describe this process to be as an adult, teen. Why would you want to introduce these type of complex conversations to children, to minors, to adolescents, to babies? This is disgusting. Simply disgusting.
But I never had a future on TV. When I was a child looking at TVs and cartoons, I saw the heterosexual. And yes, the heterosexuals did try to groom me to.
The heterosexual and the process of being heterosexual is what each and every human being can thank for their existence. That's why it's okay to display these natural interactions between men and women, because it is the process by each and every one of us got here. That's how we were born. It is the natural way to do things. Alternative ways to do things are for adults to explore when they become adults.
To push into marriage, and they will always tell me when I was a child, wait till you get married to have kids and you're gonna be happy and you're gonna live your most happy life.
So I guess we should have taught kids, oh no, they shouldn't wait till they're married to have kids either, or wait till they're adults and stable. Let's show them all about what it is to have kids and try to turn them on to that experience extra young too.
Which is a damn lie. It's so many heterosexual marriages that are doomed and divorced. And then people love to bring up God in it. Well, let's bring up God, because all that fornication you're doing, it's not godly.
It's not at all. But that does not make taking a man's life organ and inserting it into a waste receptacle over and over again, causing an epidemic of HIV-vizzles and AI-dizzles and PrEP and everything else, destroying the lining of their rectum for pleasure is not godly.
No, I just had an argument with some people. They were saying they feared their kids from being gay. So they did the PDF. At 12, 13 years old, they got sex workers to come in.
That's what Lil Boosie said he did to his kids. That's why I knew he was reckless for announcing that to the world. I believe that maybe even some of the legal issues that he be suffering, maybe because somebody didn't like the way he expressed him turning his minor children on to adult sex experiences. I don't know what made him think that was cool to share online.
To do the unthinkable to their
children. But for a human to be born and then have the desire to procreate, have a child, reproduce, and then naturally have the desire for his lineage to go on through that child through heterosexual activity, for you to naturally desire that is normal. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
child. And they said, see, I had to do it because, and they use religion. I don't know what type of religion that is, but that is very perverted for you to get a grown adult and to fornicate with your child. The Bible is very clear about fornication, but you don't have any problem doing that.
But if you're going to say, I guess she said she ain't with the religion.
Okay. And then when you're talking about the kid stuff, I mean, sexuality has always been pushed in the books, to have a boyfriend and to get married. And the Disney princess, what is she looking for? Her Prince Charming.
Because this activity, once again, the entire human race, every human being that was born has that type of activity played a part in their life. That's how they were born. You seem like that's going, you're not getting that. It's like, is the light bulb not coming on? Is someone home upstairs?
Right? To be in this relationship and to fall in love and to actually kiss and doing all that. We have seen that when we were a child. So, hell, the gay people and the trans people, they do the same thing, okay? Okay. So, honey, y'all ready to go into this comment section? And before I tell you guys who, I got to tell you guys who I am, all right? So, let's...
Hey, check it out. Now, I'm cool. The bottom line is, Snoop, doo-doo, doo-doo, Snoopy-doo-be-doo. He with the agenda, man. He got a cartoon. They promoting the rainbow with it. Malcolm X warned us. It's what happened when they put these type of individuals up in front of you and pump them up. You think he's somebody cool. All the time, he hella feng shui. Who would have knew? But Snoop Dogg been wearing French tips, celebrating this community on his Instagram page for the longest. I remember one of the ex-Power Rangers was doing content, doing flips and high kicks and just being sassy as can be. And Snoop Dogg went on his way to highlight him on his Instagram and other odd things. That's just him, I guess. Yeah, we different over here. We teach ours a little different. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Son, I'm sorry. But you can't act the same as your white friends. You can't pretend to shoot guns. You can't run around in the dark. You can't hide behind anything other than your own teeth. These are the sorts of messages I've been inundated with my entire life. I came to realize that this, in and of itself, was a very purposeful form of education. Quite explicitly.
Most of those tests are culturally biased to begin with. The only part that's universal is math. All I'm saying is, survive.
The world has watched as unarmed black men and women have had their lives taken at the hands of police and vigilantes.
Now, I'm no Muslim, but I agree with some of the things they say regarding black people. Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
I told my son no regrets, as long as he gave his best. And it's cool to spend a little, but to say the rest. First rule of nature, take care of self. Cherish health, be wary, careful with who you share your wealth. Suggest you get accustomed to making sacrifice. And that's advice from one familiar with the facts of life. Told him I support him, always there for him, promise. But you never know, no love like his mama's. Remain humble, always guard your gift. It's easy to find trouble, it's so hard to miss it. Pay attention, be careful what you take for granted. Acknowledge God, a higher power had to make the planet. When it comes to romance, first thing, know a woman could be the best or the worst thing for you. Real men tell the truth, they never gossip though. Stand for something knowing nothing is impossible.
I knew you was gonna be important. Anyway, I wanted to be somebody you could look up to.
About raising a black boy in America. Growing up, I didn't always understand in the way that I do now. Always keep your hands where they can see them. Don't move too quickly. Take off your hood when the sun goes down.
With these words and wisdoms, I will write my son. Won't bullshit with him, I won't bite my tongue. Admonish him to follow his visions instead of sound backwards, but receiving ain't better than giving. Forgive those that wrong them, but never forget them. For a coward to be dead is much better than living. At age 17, I was headed for prison, and that's pathetic, so we got to make better decisions. It's natural for men to go together with women, be cautious of anyone that try to tell him it isn't. The man, he understand how to handle this scandalous system. They stack the deck against the black man and gamble against him. This evil world, even police can be horrible people. Make sure we know there's a difference between moral and legal. When approaching proposition, you should question it properly. No question it properly. You should consider investing properly. Get it?
You listening? To bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. Then they move all the people out, raise the property value, and sell it at a profit. What we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything black. Black owned with black money. Just like the Jews, the Italians, the Mexicans, and the Koreans do.
I see you spider road today.
Papa.
Like wasn't that personal. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.